See, the idea of phantom limb shows that there is no one-to-one correlation between the brain and the limb, which means though there is no limb, there are maps here. There are maps here, but no limb, which means there is no one-to-one correlation between the two. So, what else is brain capable of if there is no one-to-one correlation between the body and the brain map? Ramachandran wanted to explore this idea further. So he thought, can we add a limb to the body? But of course, a phantom limb. So, okay, or any subject, or take a rubber limb, take a rubber hand. Can we add a rubber hand to the brain maps? So that's what he wanted to find out, and he found that it is in fact possible to add rubber hand to brain maps. It means you can take a rubber hand and have brain map corresponding to this rubber hand. So this is possible. Then how should one do it? Do you know, this is going on actually non-consciously, automatically, even against conscious reason. For example, patient knows that there is no hand, but he feels that there is hand. So it is not conscious and intellectual, it is non-conscious. So can rubber hand be added to the body? Non-consciously is the issue. Okay. Then Ramachandran devised very ingenious experiment. Let us see what he did. This is the one. Okay. This we call him volunteer. These are two actual hands. There is a partition here, because of which this person doesn't see this hand, not seeing hand. So one hand is hidden from him. Of course he knows he has hand. And Ramachandran introduced a rubber hand here. Okay. So basically one hand proper and in the field of vision, another hand outside vision, and rubber hand within the vision. So, you have now rubber hand and real hand. How do you add this rubber hand to the body? This is what Ramchandran did. You tap real hand. In the same way here you tap. You scratch. In the same way scratch. Okay. Cut. So, whatever you are doing here, do this on the rubber hand. Volunteer is not seeing this. Volunteer is seeing the rubber hand. So, what it means is that the sensations on the real hand are assumed to be the sensations on rubber hand. Because this is hidden. So, what happens is that brain comes to feel the sensations are coming from rubber hand. So, it comes to think rubber hand is giving the sensations. When the rubber hand is giving the sensations which can be directly felt, then it is found this rubber hand is added to the brain maps. Okay. Okay. So, this is what he does in this experiment. You can think he is Ramchandran doing the same thing to the actual hand and rubber hand. So, volunteer gets the impression that the sensations are coming from the rubber hand. And so amazingly, brain maps are formed. So it means rubber hand can be added to the body. It is as simple as that. And Ramchandran says this takes place within minutes. This is even more amazing. Then Ramchandran got the idea that should it be hand only or it can be, for example, table. Can table be added to the brain? Okay. Ramchandran found it is the same principle. Table, real hand, and what you do to the real hand, do it on the table, and within minutes table is added to the brain. This is amazing. Okay. So table can be added, furniture can be added to the brain. And he said if you are going to hit the table, then there is an instant response in the volunteer that he is going to be hit. So instead of table, if Ramchandran can add a table, obviously one can add a phone. So through the same experiment, cell phone on one side, hand hidden. Okay, so cell phone can be added easily to the brain. So it means if one is going to smash with this the cell phone, volunteer will be terrified by it because the cell phone is part of his body. So this is really shocking. So what does this mean? It means that man, in addition to his body parts, can have, if he can have, cell phone also as body, as his body. What does this mean? What does body mean then? First of all, look at cell phone. First point of cell phone is that this is not biological. Like rubber hand, like table, it is not biological. Number one, there is no connection. But how did this get added? This got added because this is within this visual field. Within this visual field. So, things within the sensory field get added when the brain senses that something to that is causing the sensation in the brain. First it didn't cause, it was fooled to think that it was cell phone was causing, but then later it accepts. So see, the point here is that the volunteer knows that that is not part of his body, and he knows that his hand is deliberately hidden and that is only rubber hand. But why is he able to add cell phone to his body part? Because he is not actually deciding on it. This is done non-consciously. There is no use of conscious reasoning. There is no use of conscious reasoning. In fact, this is against the conscious reasoning. Against reasoning. So, given this, what is a human body? Cell phone. So, human body is simply what it is in the opinion of the brain. In the opinion of the brain, it is its opinion. It is not a fact. Opinion need not be a fact. So the human body is in the opinion of the body. Opinion, in its opinion, damage to what can impact brain. So damage to cell phone can impact the brain, so cell phone is made part of the brain, part of the body. Damage to leg can impact the brain, so this is made part of the brain, part of the body. So and there is no connection and non-biological. So how are they connected in the first place? I think it is simply a non-conscious thought system. You can say body thought. It is a kind of a cloud. Difficult to say what it means, but you can say first thing, it is non-conscious, need not be biological, and brain is simply making maps regarding what it perceives as danger, okay, or it's what it is, how it is directly affected. So this is how body image is made, so flexible and changeable and manipulable, and done non-consciously, because a person consciously knows that he is a part of the experiment, because of which cell phone became a part of his body. Very interesting. Thank you.